when I was teenager, and I start even watching television. Honestly, in Italy, there are not important representation about African people. Maybe only now in internet, from social media and everything. But before, you just watch um, supermodel, for example, Naomi Campbell, Michael Jackson, uh, all Whitney Houston. That was the important representation of Black people, because always we don't have to forget that are African American.
So, who would like to start?
She.
Oh,
Why?
really?
Oh, it's okay. It's me. No, it's me. It's me. It's
All
okay. It's
right.
okay.
Okay, I'm glad I opened it up to the floor. You never know, there could be some politics involved. Okay, so let's start with some simple questions. We always start with what's your name, um, what's your nationality, and what's your
Mhm.
job?
My name is Adjo, and I was born in Togo. I am a fashion designer and founder. I am a co-founder of African Queens. I live in London, but I grew up in Italy, where everything is born. Our project, our designs, our friendships. So, but now we live in different city, but work like we are always together.
Great. And so, in terms of your early years in Italy, how did you end up in Italy? Tell us the formative years exactly, your family background.
I grew up like an Italian girl. I am Italian, but I grew up thought yeah, because my parents are Italian, and so thank you with my friends, all my friends, I start to know all my roots, all my African roots, and I start to be passionate about the African dress, the African materials, and everything is born in this way.
So, when you say you had Italian parents, some people may not understand what that means because you're Italian and
They
you're black.
adopt me. They adopt me when I was very very little, 9 months.
All
So
right.
that yeah, so I'm totally Italian.
So that makes me ask you, when was your first contact with the idea of Africa, African heritage, African identity? Do you remember that moment for yourself?
When I was teenager, and I start even watching television. Honestly, in Italy, there are not um, important representation about African people. Maybe only now in internet, from social media and everything. But before, you just watch um, supermodel, for example, Naomi Campbell, Michael Jackson, uh, all Whitney Houston. That was
Yeah.
the important representation of Black people, because always we don't have to forget that are African American. So anyway, it's not properly African. I mean, um, even they never wear before African texture. So I start to learn just a bit late about my roots.
So around the teenage years is when you started getting in contact with a bit of African American culture first.
Yeah.
That was okay. That's very interesting. So I think I'm gonna hand over to your partner in crime, in the crime of fashion, and give her an opportunity to also give us an introduction. So I will ask you the same questions: your name, your your role, your creative role, and how you describe your citizenship or your heritage.
My name is Aissetou. Uh, I'm uh, I'm Afro-Italian girl because every time I said I'm half and half because I born and grow up in Italy, but my parents is Gambian, and I have a really strong attitude with African, my heritage, African heritage, sorry, and the my discovery for my origin starts with the dance when I have 11 years old because I start learning African dance. So I start know what is it my really culture, and after step by step with friends and we also Adjo, we start to study like with the African fabrics. What is the really important for us for the culture, African culture, and we start this little brand, African Queens.
Yeah, that's great. And what I'm curious about is why did you both decide to put Africa into the fashion? Because you're surrounded by traditional Western fashion, which
Yeah.
doesn't usually incorporate any African fabrics. It's not the norm in the West. So why did you both decide, okay, we're going to take a risk and do something a little bit different?
I think because for me, for example, I have a lot of African traditional dress, no, but I don't use it because it's really big, really important dress, no. So without just say, I like this material, but it's really too very, very big for me to use it just to go to, I don't know, to a party or something like that. And say, okay, we will try to make a different way to this dress. And so we start with my old African dress to just cutting and try to make a new visual to this. And it was great. So yeah, yeah. Yeah, the first one was one dress and one shoes.
And
We tried to make the material in the shoes. It was really nice.
and what did you think, Adjo? What did you think about it?
Yeah, it's true because we was looking for a way to use African fabrics every day, not only for wedding party, because for me, this type of occasion was the moment when I was with African, like Nigerian party, Ghanaian party, so this kind of situation, and everyone looked very nice with skirts, shirts. I was like, I want to do it as well. I want it. And I was thinking, but why only a lot of Italian people think that you can use African fabrics only for African party? It's not like that because I'm normal cotton. So why not? If Vlisco saw that the design was nice, he took it from Africa and he worked with this in Holland. I think that the reason is very clear. And now Vlisco is the main one and it's too expensive for everyone.
That's right. I think that company has been established for centuries. It's a very old company.
It's one of the first. It's one of the first.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And their audience are your audience, African women and African men using this fabric. What does it say about identity? When you wear this fabric, what do you think it says to the world about you and where you are in your understanding of culture?
The I love my roots. I know that I am African, I am Black woman, and I love to share who I am to the world. And I like when, honestly, our customer at the beginning was only Italian girls. So I understand that a lot of them buy the things for a particular party or something. So there is still this type of vision of okay, it's so particular that I cannot wear it every day. That is why we start making design very simple, like just the skirt, just the shirt,
Right.
or just to see, look,
Just
you can use this every day, not
right.
only for a party.
So it's a touch of Africa. It's a touch of Africa
Yeah,
on the
you can
outfit.
take
It's not
Africa
a
every
whole
day.
traditional outfit, which can be quite intimidating for some people, I imagine. Even if you're African, it's quite some costumes are quite laborious.
Yeah.
There's a long process how you wrap it, so you can't just hand it out. So what year did this start? Susetu, can you tell us when it all kicked off? What year and everything?
2015.
Oh.
Yeah, 2015.
Yeah.
Okay.
We start 2015 and the shop started 2017.
And what was the response from your customers? What was the feedback you got?
Very, very good. We start with a small market, artisanal market, and every person come and see, oh, nice, this shoes is very well, I want it. Or the necklace, something like that, the t-shirt. And after the first runway, because we do it the first runway.
Where was that?
In Palermo.
Is it an African fashion week in Italy or what was it?
No. Just to propose
To launch.
to the people, to propose to the people the African Queen brand. We do it one runway. Was nice because was in where I work in that time. It's a typical restaurant because it's a the restaurant was really mixed. And the people was mixed. This is not all Italian. There are really people for around the world. And the model was mixed because African Queens for us, I think, is not only for Black people or only for Italian people. It's just for every person want to use this material. And after the runway was really fantastic because we do it, for example, the Chanel jacket, for example, no? It's a really classic, no? Jacket do you have in the wardrobe? With the African material, every person say, wow, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And in this moment, I think really start African Queens
had something.
Yeah.
You knew you had something on your hands.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. Because I was thinking that you ladies have created an identity which blends two worlds together, kind of how you figured yourselves out. You know, being Afro-Italian is blending two cultures, and then you found a way to create a Africa and Italy blended in one. Like you can be proud of both. So that's what I feel when you talk about your work and you express how you put it together. You're really paying attention to both worlds. You're not rejecting either one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice, nice. So you opened up with your launch. You got a good response. You have your store, and then when we spoke briefly the last time, you spoke about getting involved in fashion runways and talking about Africa Fashion Week and connecting outside of Italy. Can you tell us a bit more about that? Should you want to hand over to your your colleague? I don't want to leave her hanging over there. I'm trying to give
Yeah.
50-50. It's not easy.
Yeah.
I know. Basically, I am always in silence. That is why I said first.
Okay,
She
good.
can talk.
Ah,
But
now
then you
I
talk
knew
very
there
well,
was
so
something.
it's your time.
Uh,
So
no, no,
tell
no,
us,
no,
tell
no.
us about, tell us about taking it to the next level. You've launched it and you're getting involved. How did you open up?
Because after we opened the website, so everything was more official and professional. So at the time, by the time that I was in London, I say, okay, I am here. I'm far, but I have to do something. So I check what some events or something. I start with Oxford. They was planning a runway, so I asked to be in the event, and it was the first one. And after for 2 years, we be part in the Ghana fashion. No, sorry. Ghana in the Park. Yeah, it's a very big event in a garden that's very, very big. I never saw all these people. Yeah, I never saw all these people together. So I was so shy. I was like, oh my God. But it's very, if I think about this, I feel very proud of our job. Yeah.
Please like and subscribe. Jaiteh Films.